Hi, I'm Renee McLaughlin, and I just really want to wish you an incredible new year. 2023 was just such a big transformational year. At least it was for me. It just felt really big, didn't it? I posted a question on Facebook just for people to share what was the most incredible achievement that you had in 2023. And there were some incredible ones, like people leaving really bad abusive relationships, dropping a large number of pounds. And many people simply answered, I survived. And you know what? I feel that way as well. It was a very transformational year for me as well. I had to take care of both my aging parents and ended up losing both of them. And in that process, really felt the need to get really clear and strong and really go through a lot of the just old muck that I didn't even really realize I was carrying. And of course, that's a process, right? That doesn't just happen. But it was really big for me in 2023. And I just feel like 2024 is just going to be a continuation of that. And some of us might do it by going really down, deep, dark, and dirty. And others of us might go, you know what? Let's just start shedding some of this old heaviness that we're carrying around, lightening the load, lightening our frequency, and really seeing what can we create in a positive way going forward. And in this way, I made a decision. We'll see how long it lasts, but I made a decision that it's really time for me to maybe share some of the things that wisdoms and knowledge that I've gained around my 65 years of being on the planet. Sometimes we don't even really realize the wisdom that we have deep in ourselves because we almost feel like, geez, everybody knows that, don't they? And then I start sharing with people and they're like, "No, Renee, like wow, that's a really kind of profound thing that's really affecting me in a really positive way." And it's not about me, Renee. It's simply about opening up and allowing the wisdom to come through. And that's really what I felt like I needed to do today to start because here we are 2024 and there we go with the resolutions. And I'm going to take that word away. I'm going to take away the word goal and all that kind of old, heavy, old stuff. And I'm going to just say, what intention are you sharing for this year? I saw somebody else ask, what's your one word intention for 2024? And I don't know that I've completely gotten my one word, but what I realize is it's time to just open up and share wisdom that I've gotten, share wisdom that's coming through. And I'd love to also hear from you so that we can make this a beautiful interaction and an interchange. And one of the things that I really know that so many people are really looking at is some transformation around our physical health. And that's something that I've done a lot of work around over the last 35, 40 years. So I'll be sharing just some things that I found to really make a difference. And in that whole realm, one of the things that I really find is people say, "Oh, Renee, I last year I made a decision. I was going to do some things healthy, and then you know what? Life gets in the way." And I started to really think, what might I share to be helpful to people in terms of maybe doing some lifestyle change and shifting into some really healthy habits that can actually be really transformational as we go into this new year. And, you know, often it's not that we don't necessarily have the knowledge or the information, and we have information and then we have here desire. What's the difference between knowing what to do, wanting to do it, but actually going in there and making change happen? And you know what that is? It's called habit. We have a habit. We How we go about our life is so habitual. And the biggest part of the habit that we really need to get a hold of, the thoughts, what we're thinking. What's our habitual thought processes? Because once we can really become aware of what we're thinking, then we can start to shift and change. Joe Dispenza, who I just think is an incredible spiritual healer and scientist, wrote a book called um, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And if you've never heard of him and or this book, it is an absolute must. Go out tonight and get the book, get it written, get it on Audible, and start following Dr. Joe Dispenza because he really breaks down the neuroscience of this. So that will be helpful as we go forward. So I'm going to end this right now. And I promise, this is my promise, really my intention to myself and to you, is I will come back on tomorrow and maybe share the one thing that I think can make such a big difference, truly change everything for you going into 2024. It's one particular habit. Yeah, I'm not going to say what it is because I want you to show up again tomorrow. So, all that being said, wishing you a wonderful 2024, and I hope you have a great, great evening. And I'll see you back again tomorrow.